So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Vinyasa Yoga. I'm Danny. I'll guide your practice. And as always, please take care of yourself. Honor your body throughout our time. If you have props, please use them. This is the last week of live stream classes, so one more class tomorrow. And you can find all of our recorded offerings on recreation.uw.edu. And that will lead you to either Zoom links or our YouTube channel. So everything that's been recorded from the quarter is on there, recreation.uw.edu. Otherwise, what else? I have office hours today from 11 to 12. So if you have any questions, you want some one-on-one time, please feel free to join in, and that information is also on that website. So we'll start out in a comfortable seat. Find yourself to a place that makes sense in your body. Wherever you're at, however you're sitting, find a way to elongate your spine, make any little micro movements, any adjustments to settle into the space. And let your eyes relax partway or completely closed. And with your spinal column long, opportunity here to arrive into your body, into your space, into this time of practice. Gently draw your dominant hand out in front. I'll be instructing for the right. You can always reverse those instructions. Bend your middle and index finger. Bring thumb to right nostril. And gradually, on an inhale, take air through the left side of your nostril. With the exhalation, use your ring finger to close this nostril off very lightly and gently. Exhale through the right side. And continue this alternate nostril breathing pattern. Inhale through the right. Thumb lightly closes. Exhale through the left. You can always have your left palm to hold the right elbow. And if this finger position doesn't work for you, make something that does. Comfort is most important. Finally, with this breath, if you're congested, know that you can have both hands down on your legs and use the mind to breathe in this way. So imagining air flowing through one side of your one nostril and then flowing through the other nostril. And to add to this visualization, use your hands. An open palm denotes an open nostril, and then a fist, the fingers curled in, denotes a closed nostril. So you can switch back and forth using the hands and the mind, and still exploring the experience of the breath. This alternate nostril breath invites more equilibrium into the body. For some people, it can create a little bit of anxious feelings because of the more constricted breath. So know if that's happening for you, you can release this technique and flow right into a full breath once more. And next cycle, as you exhale through your left nostril, let this be the final exhalation. Gradually release your hands if you're utilizing them. And with an inhale, circle sweep the arms up to the sky, palms touch above head. Exhale, lower your palms in front of your heart space, gaze down. And take a moment here to create focus, intention for your time in practice. It could be something that you're welcoming, calling in, wanting to cultivate, something like honoring or healing, feeling fully, peacefulness, kindness, connection, ease, healing, openness, perspective, calm, strength. What is it that you want more of? And to affirm this as well as each other's company here, gently bow head to heart. Gradually release your hands, open the eyes if they've softened. Remove your seated props out of the way and make your way forward. Hands touch down onto the mat, knees separate here, hip distance apart, tabletop position. If your knees are sensitive, use a blanket to add some more cushion here. Inhale to float your right leg long behind you. And stretch out through your toes. Create a little bit of space for the underside of your knee. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale to lower, knee down to the earth. Inhale, press your left leg back behind. And with the exhalation, lower your knee down to the ground. Either the tops of the feet anchor or toes curl. Inhale, hands to thighs, rise up, kneeling position, circle the arms in. With exhale, palms touch, elbows towards belly button as you round in. Inhale to open forward. Take your arms out to the side, cactus. Lift through your mid and upper back, chin rises a little bit. Exhale to coil in. Moving into cat and cow motions, your own rhythm here. Final cycle here to expand. With exhalation, release your hands back down to the earth. Fire up through your finger pads. Curl your toes. Inhale to press back, hips towards the sky. Downward dog. Bend one knee at a time. Stretch out. Open through your mouth, your jaw, head and neck heavy. And gradually pause this movement. Look out in front. Take your time. Make your way to the front edge of your mat, right into forward bend. Bend your knees as much as you need for low back and hamstrings. Inhale to lift and lengthen, halfway up, spine long. Exhale to fold back down towards the ground. Inhale again, lift and lengthen halfway up. This time with the exhale, bend your knees, shift the weight back behind, root down. Inhale to rise, circle sweep the arms, lift standing. Exhale, hands lower down to heart center. Inhale to lift, palms back up to the sky. With exhalation, lean over to the right side, one hand to hip, top arm up and over, side body stretch. Inhale through middle space, exhale, opposite side. Move with your own breath and rhythm, honoring the range of motion here, still welcoming your body into warmth. With inhale, lift back up through center, whichever side you're on. Arms stretch to the sky. Exhale, open your arms wide, lower all the way down to the side of your body. Step out to the wide edge of your space. Bring your feet wider apart, toes at about 45 degrees, although you can adjust the angle to serve you best. Inhale to sweep, arms rise to the sky. With exhale, sink into your legs, wide squat, hands through center. Inhale to lift back up through middle. Continue this movement and breath a few rounds. Next time you sink into your legs, sink to your degree. Doesn't have to be super deep. Hands come onto the top of your thighs. Inner leg strong. Inhale to lengthen from sacrum to head. Exhale, gradual and gentle twists of your ribs to the right. Inhale through middle. Use the out breath, flow to the left. Gentle rotation, head comes last. You're moving more from your upper spine in the twist. Final cycle to the left side. With an inhale, return through middle. Exhale, sink a little bit more into your legs. Inhale to rise back up through center. Arms extend to the sky. With exhalation, arms wide again. Sink down. Actually, draw your toes in towards center. Hinge at your hips. Fold right into a forward bend. Hands touch down towards the earth. Inhale to elongate halfway up in this wider stance. With the exhalation, fold forward. Take your time here, mindful adjustment. Spin your feet towards the front edge of your space. Hands plant down. Step it back. Hips high, downward dog pose. Feel free again to walk things out here, continuing to warm your body. Gradually pause motion in your knees. Bend your knees if you need for the hamstrings, especially if your low back is rounding. Hips press skyward, fingertips press forward. Notice if you can feel a length through your whole back body. Use inhaling breath to float your whole body forward, high plank pose, top of a push-up, buoyant through the center body, little scoop in the tail to tone the low belly. And notice if your head is dipping down, lift the sides of the throat to the sky. Lots of length, one more breath. Exhale, knees can support or bend your elbows, come all the way down onto the ground. Legs stay hip distance apart, tops of the feet click down. Hands slide a little back by the side of your breastbone. And from there, scoop your tail, squeeze through your glutes. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Lengthen first, then add the lift, cobra pose. Exhale to fold down, move it with the breath, your rhythm here. Soften through your mouth, your jaw. You can stay in this up and down, or next time you lift and lengthen, pause here. Notice the spine firing up to support you, legs staying steady and stable. One more breath. Exhale to descend back down, curl your toes under here. Tabletop option or lift your knees. Inhale to rise straight up through a reverse plank. Press back down dog. Stabilize with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Optional sound or sigh to release tension. With your inhalation, expand your right leg up to the sky, three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Stabilize here. Back knee can always release for less fire. If you have block support, use them for the front foot. Gradually sink down with an inhale, front leg open through your front body. Exhale to round into your back body. Continue this motion, moving with your breath and rhythm here. Final cycle to round in. Acknowledge your own speed with an inhale, sink back down into your front leg, knee in line with the ankle, back leg super engaged, deep breath. With exhalation, step to the front edge of your space, forward fold, feet hip distance apart. Inhale to lift and lengthen halfway up. Exhale, bend your knees, shift the weight back behind. Inhale, rise up, circle sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. With exhalation, lean over to the right side, hands interlace above you. Inhale to rise through middle. Exhale, opposite side, standing half moon, always option to take hands to forearms for a little bit more shoulder space. Move back and forth, side to side. Inhale to rise. Back through center, both arms release. Exhale, bend your knees. Shift the weight back. Inner leg strong, arms out in front. Chair pose. Deep connected breath. Know that in chair pose, it's totally fine to have the knees a little bit more forward. Honoring the angles, the range in your body. With exhale, hands to heart, fold forward, right into forward bend. Inhale to elongate, partway rise, spine long. Exhale to fold back down, step your left foot back behind you. Or rather, let's switch that out, step the right foot back behind you. Reverse the motion, opposite side from where you were before. Sink into the front leg, slowly round with your exhale. Check in with your mind. Where is attention and focus? If you're drifting to other parts of your world, opportunity to come back to this moment, this experience of motion, sensations, breath. Gradually pause next time around. Front knee towards the ankle line, back leg super strong. If you're using blocks, release them down, hands plant. Inhale to step back, right into downward facing dog. With the exhale, stabilize your pose. Inhale again, roll forward, high plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Legs strong, glutes engaged. Inhale, lengthen, then lift, cobra pose. Exhale to fold back down, curl your toes, tabletop, or inhale, reverse, high plank. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift, left leg high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step your left foot through in between your hands. From here, spin your back foot down, 90 degrees, 45, anywhere along that range. Foot can go out wider too for hip support. Inhale to cartwheel, rise up. Waistline is more open to the side edge of your mat, warrior two stance. The hips do not need to be flush, so an angle is welcome here depending on your hip range of motion. Arms a T. Inner legs ignite, most important thing. So the adductors are super active to protect the knees, support the low spine. With your inhale, straighten through your front leg. Spin your toes in towards the wide edge of your space. With exhalation, hinge at your hips, fold forward into a forward fold. Bend knees are an option here. Inhale to lengthen halfway up. With exhalation, swivel your toes out, 35, 45 angle, sink into your legs. Inhale, straighten your legs, arms rise to the sky. With exhale, span your arms wide, sink into your legs here, pause. In the legs, inhale, arms rise. With the exhalation, bend at your elbows, palms face each other. Stay with the breath, noticing the level of heat in your body. With inhale, rise back up through standing. Exhale again, sweep your toes inwards, fold forward into forward fold. Inhale to rise halfway up. With exhalation, carefully listen. Spin your feet back to the front edge of your mat. Back heel high. Stabilize your legs. Inhale to lift up, torso and arms to the sky. Bend your knees just a little bit. Scoop your tail. Tone the low belly, arms lift. Crescent lunge pose. One more breath here. With exhale, bend into your back knee a little bit more deeply. Start to rotate your spine to the left. Back hand can rest at the sacrum, low back, arm out in front. Gaze last. Inhale to rise back up through center torso level. Exhale, lower your hands down to the earth. Inhale this time, anchor and step back, three-legged downward facing dog pose. Inhale, pull forward, high plank pose, one-legged option. Sustain and stabilize here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower your foot down to the earth, press back, downward facing dog pose. Inhale, breath. Exhale, lower your knees down to the ground. Again, toes curled or uncurl tops of the feet down, your choice. Inhale, hands to thighs, rise up, kneeling position. With exhale, hands lower down to heart center. Start to sink back, squeeze through your glutes, center of the body strong. Inhale through middle. Exhale, sink back, option to layer the arms opening a little bit here. Exhale to draw forward. Working with core activation, abdominal strength, low back strength. Stay super mindful. So if there's any crunch on your low spine, please don't go as far back. Final time here, you can always stay moving or pause and sustain for 3, 2, 1. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your hands down to the ground, curl your toes. In breath to lift, downward dog. In breath to lengthen, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step your foot through in between your hands. Spin your back foot down, inner leg strong. Inhale to rise up, warrior 2 stance. Adjust your own rhythm here. Inner leg strong, arms to T, gaze out in front. With your in breath, straighten through your front leg, spin, toes in. Exhale, hinge and fold right into forward bend. Inhale to lengthen, halfway up. With the exhalation, spin your toes out to your ankle, bend into your thighs, land down. Inhale to straighten the legs, the arms. Exhale, sink back down into this wide squat. Pause here. Bring your feet in a little bit closer towards each other. You can stay right there, or for more fire, next layer here, lift your heels off of the ground, torso and arms long, arms return, cactus. You can also do a little tap dance, one heel down, lift, other heel down, lift, acknowledging your place in the practice. Stay connected to your full diaphragmatic breath. Use it for support, stabilizing the nervous system, even as you explore a little bit more sensation. One more inhale. Exhale to land, heels down to the earth. Inhale, straighten, arms lift to the sky, toes in once again. Exhale, hinge, fold forward, forward bend. Inhale to lift and lengthen halfway up. With exhalation, adjust towards the front edge of your space once more. Heel high. Inhale to lift up. Crescent lunge, back knee in a little bend. Side body full of length. Arms can space out for shoulders. One more inhale. With exhale, bend into your back knee more deeply. Start to revolve and twist to the right this time. Back hand can land anywhere at your hip, low back sacrum. Rotate more from your upper spine. Relax through your mouth, your jaw. Inhale to return torso and arms to center. Exhale, lower down, frame your front foot. Inhale, right leg high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Stay there. With your exhale, shift forward, one-legged plank pose. If this is too much, foot can come down. Otherwise, stabilize for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. This time around, glute squeeze, engage here, arms long behind you. Inhale to lift legs and torso, lengthen forward, locust pose. Can always pulse out, back in for less intensity, otherwise stabilize here. Exhale to lower, hands back down by the side of your heart. Curl your toes. You have options, table pose, or find your way high plank, then downward facing dog pose. Take a moment, feel, connect here. Be with your breath, notice your mind. Inhale, deep breath. With exhalation, make your way front edge of your space, forward bend. Inhale to elongate halfway up. Exhale, bend your knees, shift the weight back, root. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands pull down to heart center and then lower down. Hands to hips, look out in front of you for gaze, support, balance. Shift the weight to your right foot. Inhale to float, left knee hip height. With exhalation, ankle to front thigh. Hands can come to heart or stay at hips. Figure 4 pose, spine long. With inhale, rise back up into balance. Exhale, lower your foot down, shift the weight to left. Inhale to rise, right knee hip height. Exhale, ankle to front thigh, descend, sink back. Take your posture options here. Be with the breath. On an inhale, rise back up through balance. Exhale to lower your foot down. Inhale, arms extend up to the sky. Exhale, hands through center, hinge and fold, forward bend. Inhale to lengthen, part way into a half lift. Exhale to dive back down to the earth, hands touch down. Step back, this time high plank pose, top of push-up. Lower your knees down to the ground. Bring one forearm down, then the other. Interlace your hands, pinky finger tucks under. Root down for strength here. On an inhale, lift both knees off of the ground. Stabilize your body. If center body is lifting, even it out. Forearm plank pose. Begin a little pulsing motion. Lower the navel down. Then lift. Lower down. Little lift. Relax your mouth and your jaw. Working low back, abdominals at the front. A few cycles here. Know that at any point if this becomes too much, you can pause the pulsing or lower your knees down for a break. You can also tap dance the knees down and back up. Lots of options to play with. Final cycle here. And gradually lower. Knees all the way down to the earth. Take your hands towards you. Hands to thighs, rise up. Inhale to sweep, arms to the sky. With exhalation, lower your hands back behind you. Interlace the hands, stretch the knuckles back. Open through your front body, little lift in the chin. Exhale to release, hands out in front. Interlace the hands forward, lower your palms down. Inhale, scoop palms to the sky. Lengthen out, feel free to look up if that supports the neck. Otherwise, chin to neutral. One more inhale. Exhale to relax the hands back down to the ground. Activate through your finger pads. Curl your toes. Inhale, hips back, downward dog. With an inhalation, right leg rises to the sky, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, coil in, knee towards nose. Inhale, leg high to the sky. Exhalation, twist over towards your left elbow. Pause here. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, leg high to the sky. Exhale, this time, twist again towards your left. Spin to the inner arch of your back foot. Thread your right leg all the way through. You can stay right there, or if it's available, open left arm to the sky. Fallen triangle pose. Both toes engage, especially on the right foot. One more inhale. Exhale to release, hand down to the earth. Inhale, right leg back, high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step your right foot through in between your hands. Spin your back foot down. Inhale to rise up, warrior two stance. Inhale, straighten through your front leg with exhale. Turn both toes in, hinge and bow, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway up, toes turn open. Exhale, sink into your legs, wide squat. Inhale, rise up, arms long, legs long. Exhale, sink down here. Stay low with the inhalation, arms rise to the sky. Exhale, lean over to the left side, little side body stretch. Inhale through center, arc to the right. Inhale through middle, straighten through your legs. Exhale, windmill the hands all the way down to the front edge of your space. Step back, one-legged plank pose, top of a push-up. With exhale, flow down, option for cobra, locust, or take upward facing dog. Glute squeeze big time here. Length. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog pose. Deep breath in. With your exhalation, lower your knees down to the ground. Inhale to draw forward, cow stretch. Exhale, draw back, cat stretch. Let the cat stretch lift you, kneeling. Inhale to circle arms, rise to the sky. Exhale, interlace, opposite thumb behind here, stretch, knuckles. Use out breath to release, hands out in front. Inhale, palms rise to the sky. Exhale to lower, hands down to the earth, tabletop. Take your time, inhale to press back, downward facing dog. With in-breath, left leg rises high. Exhale to coil, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, twist towards your right elbow, pause and sustain for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, twist once more. This time, thread your foot through, toes curl towards you. Great place to pause right there. If it's available, inhale to explore. Open the arm to the sky. Relax through your head, your neck. Deep breath in. Exhale to lower, hand down to the earth with control. Inhale, left leg high, downward facing. Exhale, step left foot through in between your hands. Spin your back toes, legs strong. Inhale to rise up, warrior two stance. Exhale to sink. Inhale, straighten through your front leg with the exhalation. Toes in, hinge forward, forward bend. Toes out, inhale to rise up, legs straighten, arms lift, squat. Exhale to sink down. Stay low in your legs. In breath, arms rise to the sky. With out breath, arc over to the right side. Inhale through middle, exhale, arc to the left side. Inhale back up through center. With exhale, adjust your feet. Lower down front edge of your space. Active with the palms. In breath to step back right into one-legged plank pose. Stay there. Explore your options. Flow through your own rhythm. Out breath for downward facing dog pose. Always option to take puppy stretch here for a break. Otherwise stabilize downward facing dog. Full connected inhalation. With exhalation, lower your knees down to the ground. If you have a block handy, take it in between your inner legs to fire up there. Toes can curl for more activation here with the legs. And breath to extend, arms rise to the sky. With exhalation, hands come onto your hips. Give yourself a self-assist. Root the hips down. Inhale to lift up and out of your waist. Keep the sides in line with your knees as you S-curve your spine, arc slightly back, camel pose. Sides of the throat can go back, chin. Option to tip it slightly to the sky, ensuring there's zero weight of the head in an undue fashion on the little discs of your neck. Inhale to lift back up through middle, gradually release back down. Activate through your finger pads, make your way downward dog. This time in down dog, once you arrive, seal the feet together. Bend your knees deeply here. Inhale, breath. With the exhalation, swivel both of your heels to the right. Bend even more deeply. Create a little side body squat. Inhale to lift through center. Exhale, bend the knees as you swivel to the left. One more time each side. Swivel, heels to the right, left. In breath through center, look out in front. With exhale, make your way from edge of your space, forward fold. Inhale to elongate, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale again, lengthen halfway. With out breath, bend your knees, shift the weight back, root. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hinge and lower all the way down to the ground. If you have blocks around, have them near you for support. On the in-breath, root into your left foot. Gradually extend your right leg all the way back behind you. Keep the knee in a bend, fire up through your back toes. Stay right there, or with the left knee bent as well, start to lift up. Lots of options here. Interlace the hands, arms to T position or cactus, warrior 3 variation. One more breath in. With exhale, both hands back to your blocks. Sink forward, forehead towards front knee. Standing splits, back leg elongates. Back knee stays in a little bend to fire through your calf, your quad. One more inhale. Exhale, sink back, heel to the sky. Take a breath. With the exhalation, spin your back foot down, open, rise up through warrior 2 stance. Inhale to straighten through your front leg. From here, toes open wide as you sink down. Squat. Stay with the legs low. Inhale, arms rise up. With exhalation, hands return back to your thighs. Stabilize here. Inhale to lengthen through your torso. Exhale, gradual rotation to the right side. This time pause and breathe here a few cycles. Inhale to spin back through center, arms legs straighten. With the exhalation, adjust to the front edge of your space, both hands to floor or blocks. Inhale to step, back leg high. Exhale, forward fold, take a moment. Inhale to lengthen halfway, rise, notice and feel. Exhale to fold. Both hands supporting earth or block, root into right. Gradual extend. Your left leg back behind, bend both knees. Stay right there or take any other posture option for more challenge in your Warrior 3. Notice what muscles you're feeling activating here. Hamstrings, glutes. With your exhalation, if your arms are elevated, lower them back down for support. Gradually start to fold and release. Forehead towards front leg, back leg high, standing splits. Micro bend still welcome in the front knee. Inhale, breath. Exhale to sink back heel down into a lunge. Spin your back foot down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2 stance. Exhale to sink. Inhale to straighten through your legs, toes out. Sink down into your squat here and gradually twist your body to the opposite side, left side this time. Pause. Remember, move more with your upper spine. Stay with the breath. Inhale to return back up through center, legs and arms straighten. Exhale, adjust front edge of your space, forward bend. Inhale to lift, back leg high, then the foot draws forward into forward bend. Remove your blocks out of the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold back down to the ground. Step back, high plank pose, top of a push-up. Move through your own rhythm here. Cobra, locust, up dog option. And with the exhale, ending up in downward facing dog, your own rhythm. Breath. One more inhale here. On the exhalation, release your knees down to the ground. Toes touch, knees open wide here. Sink sitting bones towards heels, arms, forehead relaxes, child's pose. This is really uncomfortable. Take puppy stretch instead, hips in line with knees above, arms out in front and relaxed. Continue to check in with your mind. And use your inhale to lift back up through tabletop position, adjust and maneuver your hips to one side. Gradually extend your legs out in front, press out through your toes. Rebend your knees towards you. Take your right foot underneath, left knee up and over. Remove the flesh away from the sitting bones. This is way too intense. Extend one leg forward. You can also fill in the space if the hips are a little bit tighter as well. This might be plenty to stay right here in this place. Soles of the feet and toes active for cow face pose. If you're not feeling a ton, inhale to elongate. With exhale, you can begin to explore a little hinge of the torso forward. Honor your own range here of motion. Be kind to your body. Deep breaths. Use an inhaling breath to lift back up through center, hand support back behind. Find a comfortable way to switch your legs. Opposite cross. And check in. This side might need a little bit of a different approach. So acknowledge where you're at there. And from this place, explore your options in the pose. Soles of the feet and toes stay a little bit active here. Think like 10 to 15% engagement. Stay with your breath pattern, guide the breath to any areas of tension. And if you're in the forward fold component of the posture, plan into your hands, inhale to lift your torso back up, right? Hands back behind for support. Extend your legs long out in front. Point your toes, stretch out through the underside of your knees. And gradually rebend through your knees. Plant your feet. Inhale to elongate. With exhale, take your time. Slowly roll all the way down onto your back body. If you have a block prop nearby, grab it with your hand as you place your heels about 5 to 6 inches away from your sitting bones. Inner leg strong, shoulders press lightly. In breath to lift your hips and pelvis off of the ground. Slide your block, first or second height option under your sacrum. Land down for a supported bridge pose. And you can stay right here, inviting some length in your spinal column, mild inversion. Or know that you have the option for extending the legs to the sky for supported shoulder stand. Feel free to stay with your breath, but allow it to slow and soften even more here. If the legs are up to the sky, stay there a little bit longer, knowing that any tingling or coolness is normal as you invert the blood flow in your body, stimulating the lymph. As your legs are elevated to the sky, slowly bend your knees, return your feet down to the earth. On your inhale, stay in your supported bridge, extend your arms up to the sky, and take your right hand, wrap it around the flesh of your forearm. Create a little tug down as you stretch your fingers up to the sky. And keeping this, now create a little fan so fingers come together and create a little fan movement forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. When your fingers are open next time around, back behind you, pause there. One more breath. Exhale to release, squeeze through the left hand a little bit, shake it out. Gradually wrap your left hand to the space on your forearm right below your carpal tunnel. Stretch your wrists and fingers up to the sky. Little tug down of the flesh of the forearm. And from there, seal the fingers together, start the little fan motion, back, forward, back, forward. From there, pause with your fingers back behind, creating a little stretch of openness for the carpal tunnel. One more inhale. Exhale to release. Again, circle, squeeze the right hand, shake it out a little bit. And from there, arms release, down, retention back to your legs, reactivate inner legs, feet. Inhale to lift hips and pelvis. Slide your block out to the side, lower back down, take a moment. And with a soft inhale, hug your knees towards you. Happy baby pose, knees open, feet to the sky. Hands to calves or ankles, only the feet if your low back can stay stable on ground. Little tug down, feet press in resistance to the sky. If you need more of a sensation in the stretch, stay there, or feel free to create a gentle rock side to side if that's soothing for your spinal column. And from that place, pause back at center, take one more deep inhale. And use your exhale to unfold onto the ground. Final resting posture, Shavasana. Take your time to get comfortable here. Cover up with any layers, make any adjustments that you need in the space of your limbs. Cover your eyes if you have something extra there. Once you settle onto the support of the ground with comfort, give yourself permission and this time to fully rest and simply be, honoring this time of practice, of movement. Let go of any remaining tension through the layer of your skin. Invite your muscle tissue to unwrap, unwind. Let your bones be heavy, sinking, held by the ground. And soften any remaining tightness through your neck, your jaws, mouth. The eye sockets and eyelids, letting go. And full permission to be here and rest. I'll chime back in a little bit to guide you back out. And very slowly becoming more aware of your body here. If you do have some extra time to stay and rest, give yourself that. Otherwise, with softer breath flowing into your body, allow for little movements with ankles, wrists, head, or neck. And take any other waking motions, arms overhead for a full body stretch, caress of your shoulders. On an inhalation, knees rise to center, roll over to the right or left side in a fetal position. And from this shape of compassion and care, find a supportive way to rise back up, taking a comfortable seat with your spinal column long, eyes soft, and palms connected in front of your heart center. Take time here to acknowledge anything that has shifted for you through your time of practice. To affirm yourself, your dedication, the intention for your practice, what you called in, as well as each other's company. Gently bow your head to your own heart. From the space of the heart, if you have just a little bit of extra bandwidth and energy, sending it out to the world, to anyone who's experiencing suffering, pain, turmoil. And from that place, gently allow your eyes to take on some light, release your hands, feel free to make any other movements in your body as you transition back into your day.